Morning everybody. Today you join me at the Bend Motorsport Park. This is SA's home of motorsport. We're here today for Open Pit Lane, which essentially is an open track day that anyone can register if you've got a car that you want to go and take on the track. And today we're doing the Bend's International Circuit, and we'll be getting into some passenger laps as well with my mate Kyle's Honda Integra DC5 Type R. So stick around, this is just the beginning of an awesome days of driving. My name's Pat, welcome back to 2PJZ. Let's get stuck in. I think before we get out and actually have a look around the place and see the cars on the track, it's probably better to start in the showroom. This is a privately owned racetrack here in South Australia by the Shaheen family, and they are avid car collectors. So just behind me here is a Dallara Cosworth 1989 F1 car. This car here had about 595 horsepower, and I'm just reading off the little plaque here, and you can pause that if you want to read about it. And of course it's got the epic Marlboro livery on the front here on the nose and on the back of the car as well. So it was really special to see old F1 cars out and about. And next to it here you've got a Benetton B198, which was, according to the plaque, a 1998 750 horsepower V10 Judd engine, which weighed 600 kilos and was powered by a 6-speed sequential. So this as well, I love old cigarette branding on F1 cars. I think it's the best way an old F1 car can look, and the light blue Benetton colours, very, very legendary, very special car. If you've kept up with my Instagram, you would have seen the white Martini livery 918 that we featured the other week. This is a black one. You've got a P1 GTR, which I'm trying to show you how wide this is, but obviously track only car this, and then a Bugatti Chiron Supersport. This is probably, I think out of all the cars here, this might be the most valuable one. Beautiful blue with matching blue wheels, 300 SL. You've got a 550 Spider Porsche replica, it says here. My favourite classic car, I think, of all time, an Aston Martin DB5. I was a big James Bond fan growing up, so every time I see a DB5 out in public, I get very, very excited. Classic James Bond silver, of course, Ferrari F40. My favourite Ferrari of all time. And then this is an absolute unicorn. I've never seen one of these in person before. This is a Ferrari Monza. So you can tell by looking at the car here, there's obviously only one seat, no windscreen, no passenger seat. There's nothing in the car besides just a spot for the driver, which is super cool. There's a V12 with 810 horsepower. Again, feel free to read about it. 1,500 kilos. There's not many of these around the place. This is incredibly special. And then GT2 RS, twin turbo compared to the GT3 RS's naturally aspirated engine. So if you feel like the GT3 RS isn't quick enough for you, you can hop into one of these and have a rear engined twin turbo 6-cylinder, send it around the track here. There's plenty of Porsches that we'll be showing you today. We're here at Aria as well, a good mate of mine. And how about we get outside, we'll check out what's in the car park. There's a few things that I can see just by looking out the window, and then we'll jump in Kyle's car and go for a few laps around the track. Look at this. That is beautiful. Oh man. You know how badly I want an E46 M3. That is nuts. Stripped out, roll cage, Recaros, CSL front bar. Oh, today is bad. Today is going to make me really want a track car more than I already do, which I didn't think was possible, but here we are. Look at this S2000 DC5 on some TE37 SLs. Hell yeah. We should check out this here behind me, which is probably one of the most aggressively track-focused E46 M3s that I've certainly ever seen. So this is a silver E46 M3, obviously, with a full carbon fibre bonnet. You've got carbon fibre canards, carbon fibre front lip, Perspex windows, bucket seats, harness. Like, this is proper built for the track. Big wide OZ Racing wheels with AP Racing big brake kit, carbon spoiler, carbon roof. I don't know if the roof's sort of been like cut off here, but carbon roof, Perspex rear window, all radium fueling setup as well in the back here. I think maybe 3 or 4 E46 M3s today that I've seen. It's even got a spare set of track wheels over there too. And the E46 M3, besides the E30 M3, is my dream M car. My first car was an E46 325 CI. So seeing this is super cool. So if you've never been to the Bend before, I'd highly recommend it. There's a hotel that you can stay at up here looking over pit lane as we walk past this beautiful M3 that I just pointed out before. Lotus Exige in the garage over there. Every time you walk past one of these garages, because it's an open track session, you can sort of come off and on whenever you like. So there'll be different things that we'll see throughout the day. Another E46 M3, I think in Laguna Seca Blue with an E36 in front of it. Day is just getting started. So I'm really excited. I haven't been on the track for a very long time. I haven't been in a fast car for a very long time. Obviously my E36 wasn't the quickest car in the world. I'm probably gonna, even just in an NA Integra, have absolute pants scared off of me, but really looking forward to it. Should be a good day. So this behind me here is, as we're getting drowned out from noises on the track, I apologise if you can't hear me, but this is Kyle's DC5 Type R. So this is what we'll be driving in. He's just added this really nice carbon Mugen wing here. The DC5 obviously powered by legendary K20. This one has a full roll cage, stripped out rear interior on the inside as well, Velo racing seats, no carpets. And then, what have you done in the engine?
Nothing.
Nothing.
It's just got ECU in the tune, link ECU.
Oh, and then your engine here, obviously Honda's K20, you got a carbon fiber Group M intake, exhaust, headers, tune. You don't really have to do a whole lot to these. They already come out of the box so nice. Then I'll be jumping in here. I think I mentioned Evo 8 MR BBS wheels, big brake kit, got D2s on the front. Now I'll show you on the inside. Obviously full racing harness. I think it's time we get in and have some laps, eh? Yeah, we got it.
Yeah,
Nice.
all right?
Sweet, yeah, that's good. It's been a very, very long time since I've been in a track-focused car, so this is going to be like next level cool. I'm so excited, holy shit. Now you know that I was looking at potentially buying a Honda, so this could, this could help my decision, because I spent some time in Elliott's Mark II, drove that this morning, and now in the Honda, which is going to be super sick. Let's do it. So good.
Yeah, how good?
Fuck, this is so much fun.
How good's the braking?
Oh, it like ripped me out of like my seat.
Yeah, man.
Especially coming into like turn one, you're just like, ugh.
When the camera fell off?
Yeah. Oh. Whoa, that was sick. That was so good. This raw NA front wheel drive power. Oh man. That was so much fun, hey? It's like the braking, particularly into turn 1, was just next level. Like you get ripped, even though you had the harness on as tight as possible, you'd still fully like get ripped out of your seat, which was, even the camera fell off. I've got it like strapped into this little holder thing and it just went flying. So very impressive, very, very impressive. That was so good.
The camera fell off in one of the hard braking zones.
Yeah, I had it stuck on here and it just like went flying. Yeah, I had it on here and it just fully fell off. It just went like... Thought we may as well come see what's on the skid pan. This really nice Ken Block inspired Focus. This is just like, this makes me want to track car so bad. Got a nice old GC8. Got another GC8 here. And then on the skid pan, there's currently a white WRX going around. So I thought while we're out here, we will check out the other things that people have brought to the track. One of my favorite parts about coming to the track is not only seeing what's actually on the circuit, flying around, but also what people have brought. There's this really nice dark blue GC8 WRX. There's a white one here coming past. You've got what looks like a Drift S13 that's been well used, which is sick. Maybe a version 6 STI here with the 4-door and the STI wing. Heaps of GC8s. And there's another white GC8 here. So GT4 RS rolling past. Oh yeah, this is cool. Nice wide NA MX5. Track spec S15. You got a white black 180 SX next to it. Alpha 4C. Just a quick side note too, while we're here, I've actually not put a deposit down yet, but I have picked the new car that I want to buy to replace the E46. I'm still sort of unsure about the decision, but being here over the weekend, having a chill from actually going out and inspecting cars has helped sort of make the decision a little bit easier for me. So that will be coming sometime over the next, I reckon, 2 weeks. There'll be a video about that. But for now, we'll get back into what we're doing here. S2000 on some raised ZE40s. Same wheels that I used to have on my BMW M135. Absolutely love S2000s. I'd kill to have one of these one day. You've got my mate Jamie's beautiful Series 6 FD RX7 in yellow with some ZE40s on them as well. These are in sort of like a grey. There's red velos in there as well. Yellow RX7, ultimate dream colour for an RX7. I've just, shouldn't have sold mine, I know, but I did. And I've totally moved on. I haven't moved on whatsoever. New car, the GR Corolla. I haven't seen too many of these in person, but like the very boxy, like look at the sort of rear arches here and the front guards very, very wide. 3-litre turbo engine in these. But I really like these. But to be honest, I wouldn't pick one over an FL5 Civic Type R. I haven't driven one, but having driven the FL5, I liked it a hell of a lot more. So it's just personal preference. I'm sure they're a great car, but for an extra $10,000, I think that's $10,000 worth of mods you could probably put into an FL5. And then you've got a really cool new RS3 991 GT3 Porsche. You've got F82 M4 in there, GR Yaris. Really like the M140s. I honestly think for 40 grand, there's not a better car that you can buy than one of these. This one has the 3-digit Grand Prix plate as well. So the Grand Prix plates were a special edition plate in South Australia that you could get to commemorate when Adelaide used to host the Formula 1 Grand Prix. I'd love to get a set for one of my cars one day. So as I've probably mentioned before, the E30 and the E46 M3, you would have seen if you follow me on my Instagram, which if you don't do, please go and do that, Dan2PJZ. The E46 M3 and E30 are my two favourite generations and models, I guess, of BMWs. I'm not sure what model this is. It's got an IS kit on it, it looks like, but this is a really cool blue and orange E30. E46 M3, I think this colour might be topaz blue. If so, then it's the same colour that my first car was, my 325 Ci. I've always wanted one in this particular colour, just because it's got that real like nostalgic element for me, being the E46 M3. The E46 obviously my first car, as I said, and I just think they're beautiful. Seeing these two cars together, I'd love to have an E30 coupe in the garage and an E46 M3, so I guarantee you at some point while you're watching my videos, you will see one of these in the garage. There is no doubt about it. Cayman 982 GT4 Porsche as well. So one of these I think would cost you about maybe 180, maybe 200 grand if you were to buy one here in Australia. And I really like these. I think they are super cool. The perfect car to be able to get in, come to the track here. They're obviously not as expensive as a 911, so they're a bit more accessible. Obviously still being 180 grand is definitely not accessible to me right now, but super cool car. And over here, you can probably see if I point there, probably not, there is something very, very, very cool. This caught my eye from all the way on the other side of the paddock. This is a TH1 blue Nissan Skyline R32 GTR. My favorite color, I think, probably on the R32 is TH1 blue. It's just this really nice, very, very classic color. And in the sun, that shine is gorgeous. I'm a big fan of dark blue cars. I really wanted mine to be, mine was grey, but I wanted mine to be dark blue, but that is super cool. Is that one of yours? Yeah. That is sick. It's honestly a good thing that I don't have that much money right now, because man, this is mighty addicting, coming here and seeing the different cars at the track. Like, oh yeah, nice cars in the garages. M3, F80 M3 and F82 M4 behind us. There's heaps of Beamers out here today as well. And this is our garage back in here. We've got the green-eyed Monster Falcon going down that way. New FL5 Type R down here. People bring a really wide variety of cars. You've got this, I honestly don't even know what this is. Potentially an old Falcon with an LS in it. This E46 M3 is super cool. McLaren in here, and it's really nice. E46 M3. Lotus Exige in here. Alrighty, so now we're heading out in Ben's FL5 Civic Type R, which is this one down here. Sorry, I'm holding my helmet in one hand and filming with the other. So we first met Ben when I filmed his Evo 8 MR for the SA's Greatest series that I used to do, car reviews back in the day, very, very long time ago. So he still has his Evo, which has had a few evolutions, no pun intended, since I last saw it. But now he's got this, and he was banging on about it before, so it's time to see what this car actually does around the track. Bloody hell. Yeah, hits the warnings pretty quick, hey? Yeah. Oh, wow, that's quick. So we just finished up here with Ben in the FL5 Type R. Thanks so much for that, really appreciate it. No worries, that was sick, very capable car. Get your hands on one of these, they are insane. How's this for a garage? In here, you've got F80 M3, 991 Turbo S, C63S, GR Yaris and F82 M4 GT4 RS outside with the 991 GT3 as well. Having just been in the FL5 Type R, that was incredible. Yeah, it reminded me a lot of this, but just newer. Obviously has the turbo, the K20C turbo, so faster. Did about a 220 at the fastest lap, and that was with just stock tires that weren't even that warm. So I've test driven an FL5 before. I really, really liked it. It's something I would love to have, but sadly, currently, like right now, the funds don't allow, but hopefully sometime in the future soon we can get there. Carl's about to jump back out on track in this. We've got all the lads over here. So behind me here, you have a Ferrari 458 Challenge. This is a track-only Ferrari, so you couldn't drive this particular car on the road, but they've obviously made the 458 Italia and the 458 Challenge. This was a Challenge specifically made for racing. Very, very lightweight. I was just feeling the doors before, and they are full carbon fibre, Perspex windows. You've obviously got Perspex rear window here as well with that beautiful Ferrari V8. And check out the size of these brakes with these center lock wheels. What an awesome track toy. I don't want to say the best sounding car here today because there are a few, but this is one of the best sounding cars that I've heard on the track today. This is pretty cool. Don't see too many of these in this condition. This one 180SX with some R33 GTR wheels. Is it Millennium? Has it been painted Millennium Jade? Okay, I think it is. Enough time of the day. Time to head home now, I think. So we're gonna pack up our stuff and jump back in the Mark II. See you later, my dude. See you later, my dude. See you later, my dude. Thanks for today. So good. Sadly now, everybody is packing up. What an awesome, awesome, awesome day. I think definitely one of the next evolutions we'll see on this channel, one of the next stages will be at some point a track car. As part of my journey, I'd love to be able to come back home here to Adelaide from Melbourne where I live now, have a car that I keep here that I can take to the track. I'll be able to trailer something over because this is like, I've never been on the international circuit before. The Bend International Circuit is absolutely fantastic. I had such a great day today. Loved hanging out with the guys, getting the car on track. It was just so much fun. So now we'll be driving back home in Elliot's Mark II, which will give me some more time behind the wheel of what, if I end up buying the Chaser over the Accord Euro R, which are the two cars that I've been looking at. Driving this again will give me some more perspective about what I actually want to buy. I will be buying something this coming week, so keep your eye on the channel if you do want to see what my new car is. Again, head down to my socials, check those out if you're interested in keeping up with me. I'm posting every day on Instagram and TikTok, so you can see those at 2PJZ with an underscore down here. If you enjoyed today's video, thank you so much for sticking around. Please make sure you leave a comment about your favorite car that you saw on the track or anything else that you were thinking while you're watching this. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like this video, send this to a friend. We'll see you next time. And never forget, stay driven.